So the goal of the OSS Gardens are very different and very specific. The specific series for New York City and the Brooklyn one that we have here is about immigration. It's also about coexistence. It's also about cultural identity. The goal is just to make use of the installation as a teaching tool, as a learning tool, trying to engage with the community directly, and by engaging with them, making them aware of some of the conflicts that they are happening in their own communities.
This garden is amazing. It's got people who are living in Brooklyn at this time who've come from different parts of the world, and plants that have some emotional impact in their life. And you've got every neighborhood represented within the garden.
And then move to the potatoes. All right.
Fort Greene Park in particular, I think, is great because it's connected to the roots of Brooklyn, and it's just essentially located. You have the largest Brooklyn transportation hub just a few blocks away. So if you want to kind of tell the stories of the people behind the garden, you want it to be a place where people are may naturally stumble upon.
The outer seed shadow is a concept in plant migration, a plant that travels to a new ecosystems. This plant grows, but because of different circumstances, it doesn't reproduce itself enough to be considered part of the new ecosystem. So I thought that this idea, it was a very good reflection of a minority and how a minority or like a community is transplanted to a different place.
One specific thing that I really liked about the project was how you can see how some plants it's kind of difficult for them to grow here. Some of them just can't. There's just so many people here who just come from different countries, and for me, for example, my parents are from Mexico, and I'm a child of Mexican immigrants. They have had a more difficult time here, not just learning English, but also finding jobs and raising me.
Things are growing. The same lamb's quarter wheat that is growing right here in the project is growing right there around the multi-million-dollar brownstones. We're more alike than we are separate. We're living in the same space, we're breathing the same air. These trees are helping all of us, not just one part of us.
Sometimes we live so apart from each other. We don't have the time to know or learn more about our next door neighbor, and that it makes people to grow apart.
Just working together, putting your hands in the soil together. At some point, you have to start looking up into the other person and thinking about, well, there's another person there, tell me your story. What kind of plants do you like? Gardening, planting is a good way of bringing people together.
If you stop someone, a pedestrian in the street, and you start telling them about conflicts on immigration or the politics, they get scared, they run away, they don't care. But like if you use art to talk about these issues, that makes a big difference. All the people that were just passing by and they stopped to learn about the project and they actually participated.
So I'm looking at the garden and sitting there saying, with all your help, all the nurturing y'all put together in, it's doing fine. And hopefully we can do fine if we put our nurturing in and nurturing each other.
So I really think art, it has the capability of actually engaging to the people.